Let's go. Do I need my glasses for this? I'm still a coughing mess. Do not remember what I was doing. Oh, that's right. I was on the playing case. How many cases are in this game? Like 5? Because there's this, the amusement park, the flashback, and the hotel. It's so big. Insert joke here. The real scene of the murder? Let's go. A suitcase fair. Why would you pick her design if you just? Oh, I guess they thought was a good design. Oh, of course, I'm sure you like it. $1,200 for. Oh, I just started, but I'm curious. How much is a fucking suitcase nowadays? How much is luggage? Airport. Luggage. $207, $129, $275, $295. Oh boy. Hit the shopping thing. $86. Yeah, okay. That might be a little bit too much. Just a smidgen. Glass fragments, like from upstairs in the. Oh, the one problem about not playing these games, like I used to play what three Ace Attorney games, like Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays, right? So I'd always, almost every single day, I'd be keeping the same train of thought of this game. But since I'm doing this now basically once a week, I have to remember things from last time. Which can be hard to remember sometimes. A file? Like a nail file. Interesting. Flammable stuff, highly flammable stuff. For exorcism use only? What the fuck? Oh, wait, no. I was gonna say that's ridiculous, and I was like, wait. But this is the Ace Attorney universe with spirit mediums. Okay, so I got that, got this, I talked to you, observed. Oh, interesting. 20 gumshoes sounds interesting. Why are you at this airport? Much too large for one person to take on alone. Interpol. Broken glass. We finally connected the two logic pieces. That glasses one was from like a while ago. I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses, and the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses. Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of his glasses lens. Ergo, the victim was here just as I suspected. So you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here? Yep. Oh my god. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find the murder weapon. That's a good point. She's working with Interpol, and this guy has documents about her. Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents providing Francisca? Francisca said that she had come to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation. Having heard that she was coming here and he followed her. Detective, it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was in actuality Interpol agent Hicks. Yeah, she's got some explaining to do. Okay, talk to you. Ah, there you go. You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Nonsense. What was that from? Oh, SpongeBob. Patrick? Yes. I don't think this bubble can get any bigger. Nonsense. What are you talking about? We found a profile detailing information about you and the victim's luggage. I suppose it was prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol agent Hicks. I mean, he's so technically Mr. Hicks as well, but... Oh, Mr. Hicks was his father. I should have known you'd figure it out, Miles. But looks like they got to him first. So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent then? Yes. It was on the trail, very large international smuggling wing. Undercover to investigate the crime. You were the one putting... Hold on, I messed it up. It's I put him or he put me in? It was I who put him on this case. Just receive a call. What is murder? Okay. Ow. You know exactly how you tended to pursue his investigation? Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew, entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in, and then he was murdered here. The killer put Agent Hicks in one of the spare suitcases and they entered the elevator, but while they were riding it up, the turbulence, because the attendant shaking the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks' body flew out. Wait. Okay, well, that proves, I mean, I don't even know who this, but still, it proves that it can't be, what's her name? fuck. It can't be her. It cannot be her because of the fact that these are her suitcases, and she is clearly shown off. Hello, what's up, Digsby DW? 7. Welcome in to Ace Attorney Investigations. But yeah, it shows that specifically she can't be the killer because it's her suitcase, and she knows it's not selling well, but she still wants it to sell. So why would she risk bringing one of these suitcases up to another floor and then possibly having it sell and then someone, finding it, why would she not just keep it down here where it's more safe and then dispose of it down there later on when they arrive? So that must not be, it can't be her. Neat. Got it. You know who it is? There we go. But the killer can be no more than Miss Rhoda Tenero. Bullshit. If it was a crew member, any of them could have shown Agent Hicks the cargo hold, but the point to keep in mind is the keycard that allows the elevator to come down here. The only person which has high-level access is Miss Rhoda Tenero. I say that's a pretty decisive piece of information when you... bullshit. I highly doubt that myself. Alright. If I was a crew, any of them could have shown Agent Hicks the cargo hold. Hold it! Okay, so why not Miss Camille? Yeah. A plane without a pilot in the cockpit is like a horse without a rider. Okay. But then what about Camille? Okay. The keycard was stolen from Miss Tenero. Yeah, do I definitely have proof about that? Hold it. But that is a fake. So what is the real murder weapon? What would be the real murder weapon? If how can we rule this out? well, we do know why, because it was taken out of its. Hold on. We know it was taken out after the turbulence. So it was taken out after the turbulence, then they couldn't have been. Yeah, then he couldn't have been murdered with that. Okay. What should we examine further to help us ascertain the authenticity of the weapon? The weapon itself? No, right? The body? The amount of information we get out of the body is just the head damage. The crime scene? I guess the weapon? That would have been my... Okay. So it's the body? I guess we haven't really looked at the body that much. Huh. Fuck, we don't have the autopsy reports yet. That's right, we don't. God damn it. It's consistent with the murder weapon. What's the problem? From his shoulder down to his mid-back. Bruising from head to mid-back. Well, that's, Was a round on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon, detective? They were still looking into that, sir. And this asshole. There we go. The display case of the murderous bank. After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo and came up empty-handed. One giant bruise from the reading from his shoulder down to his mid-bank. Fuck yeah! Got it! Ooh, is it the murder weapon? Nobody could find anything that could consider the murder weapon in the hold. Is there some way for me to prove that this isn't the real murder weapon? Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many times all over, which is why there's extensive bruising over such a wide area. But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder from the back to the middle of his back is one continuous mark, which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. That's the case, the piggy bank is much too small to have caused that. Therefore, the murder weapon must be something far bigger. If we're looking for a rather large weapon, you'd think it'd stick out, but so far we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Perhaps something we all overlooked from the very beginning because it's not normally a weapon. It's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration. Francisca. I found it, Francisca. I found the real murder weapon. Gumshoe's still hung up about that. We didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us this whole time. Just going from a prosecutor with a habit of whipping everyone she comes across. No, well, I'm listening, but these two aren't listening. Don't have evidence to show. Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool from a foolishly foolish fool meant to fool me. I miss saying stuff like that. What do you mean I don't have any evidence to show? Perhaps I should have phrased it as, that which caused Agent Hicks' death is incorporeal. Forgive me, but I do believe I have figured out what the cause of death. Free fall. Free falling. The victim fell from the great height and subsequently died as a result. In other words, the real cause of death is free falling to the ground. Yes. The victim has extensively bruising from the back of his head to his back. Only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death. But what happened inside this plane? I know. Are you claiming that there is some place in the plane from which he could have fallen from? As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us the entire time. You can't mean... Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs of this very cargo hold. Then, what, we have a second death on our hands, sirs. And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell over the railing to his death. That man is living proof of that. I suppose it's true that it's not possible, given the current circumstances. Circumstances? What is that supposed to mean? Suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What would have happened then? He would have been a Borginian pancake for sure. I suppose that man over there wouldn't still be breathing, but the reality that the cargo box is there. There's no point in entertaining your wild hypothetical scenarios. It may be there now, but there's no proof that it was always there. It could have been a window of time where the giant box was not there. Ah, but there was. What? I used to show that it's possible the box was not always there when it was now.
Take that!
You refueled in the Republic of Zengpa? Remember that name, people! Hey, Kiki Betty. Oh, hey, Kiki Betty, what's up? Holy shit, is his hair angular? Oh yeah, that's the case with a lot of Ace Attorney characters. They always have very interesting hair, I'll say. When do you see Phoenix? Yeah, he has this, oh shit, he's not in this game though, I think, actually. So, but, somebody else who's coming up soon will be, though, and they definitely have spiky hair. Yes, this flight had a short layover in Zangfa in order to refuel. But that wasn't the only reason for layover. We also transferred some cargo. Well, if the box in question was only transferred onto the plane at the time. Before to prove my point, let's take a look at what's next to the box in question. It's labeled Zangfa Express. It was loaded onto the plane in Zangfa between 4 and 5 a.m. Now, what if the box in question was also loaded on at the same time? Wait, hold on. Hicks was in his seat when he took off again at 5 a.m. 5:40 a.m. It's when the suitcase. When was he killed? Found at 6:15. It would mean that the box was not there in the cargo during the from the Europe to Zengfall leg of the flight, making it clear a job hope when Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible. Yeah, but doesn't make any sense because if it was between, hold on, we switched that. The load on board between refueling between 4 and 5 a.m. at the transfer point. So he would have had to die earlier? But that's impossible. If he was dead at 4 to 5 a.m., Hicks was in the seat when he took off again at 5 a.m. But your theory is still very far-fetched. Begin investigation. Whoa. Come on, Fist. It's gonna be nicer to Gumshoe. Aleph Red statue. Oh, now he's getting a little woo-woo. All right, bitch. Let's talk. Let's talk about your cargo. I take it this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc. 10 million cents. Why would you say cents? What is that? $100 million? Was that right? To $100,000? That's a lot of packets of noodles. What did you say? Keep me getting better and better at seeing right through me every year. What was that? Some noise in the back. Oh, it's a dog. Whew. The mic is it's picking that up. I'll tell you what. A very valuable piece of art, so no, there'll be no touching. Okay. I'm gonna mute for a second and let this dog keep on barking in the back. Okay, I think the dog is done barking now. It could be fake. But your statue, Mr. LeBlanc, I wonder if it might be a fake. I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring. cargo was put onto the plane in Europe. Respectfully disagree. I say that sometimes. Ooh, I've seen this somewhere. It's olive red. Yeah, about that. Well, this is clearly not the right thing. This is the famous olive red statue. What is it? Did you find something? There's something wrong with this picture. Examine it in more detail. Something contradicts anything of the evidence I hold. Those eyes are awfully orange, don't you think? I would say yellow, in my opinion. Yellow, at the best, gold. I wouldn't say orange. I don't think you see what I'm talking about. Ah, gumshoe. I care about sunsets. Don't be mean to the detective. Huh? As I thought, this statue is a fake. Mr. LeBlanc. The olive red, I suppose this is your pride and joy, is it not? Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but you'll see. I'd like you to compare the eyes. That large fellow over there has bright and pretty eyes compared to you. I wasn't talking about the two of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in the photo. Why is the sun yellow? Now then, oh indeed, there's a photo of the statue on display at the museum in Europe. No, I'm not saying that. Now do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake. Fake? I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we have confirmed that this is indeed a fake, there must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Shangfa. And I will present you evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction. Ah. The statue looks like it's stepping all over the cloth. Oh, I got this. Yeah, it is. So we know that this thing was brought on the transfer, which means this thing had to also be brought in by the transfer. There's clearly a contradiction here. What are you going on about? It's just a simple case of cargo cover getting stuck under the piece of cargo. That's not possible. Exactly. But it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cloth was brought on board in Zhangfa, there is no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe, which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Zhangfa. But then what about the cargo certificate? Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There's only one reason why, to secure proof of smuggling activity aboard this flight. So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. We could have just as easily inspected all the cargo after the plane landed. That's true. That may be true, however you have it backwards, Francisca. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed, but he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport. It would have been after the swap had occurred. At that time, the suspicion would naturally fall upon the statue's owner, who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge. which means there is someone involved who is forging or modifying the cargo certificates. In other words, LeBlanc is innocent of knowing this information. Woo! Back up to 4. I guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed, huh? Simple souvenir. It was some real good proof. Take a picture of the cargo hold and rather empty one at that right before the fake statue could be loaded on board. A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Zhang cargo crew and arrest the smuggler. Wait. And what is he missing? The missing cell phone, which probably has a picture of that in there, and the killer probably took it because they're related to the whole entire smuggling ring and don't want any evidence behind. And here's the thing, I remember who the culprit is, but I don't remember the method. So me detecting all the method stuff is, and the reasoning is fun. Again, I haven't played this game in well over a decade. Enough height from which Agent Hicks would have fallen to his death. Well over a decade? Oh, well over a decade. Probably close to a decade. At least 5 years. Test the area under it with Lumino, and there was a reaction. Bam! Wham bam! Thank you, ma'am. This is an open and shut case. That's right, Gumshoe doesn't like blood. How to cut up the blood.
Take that!
Using the Borginian claw. So you guys are saying the murder happened before the plane landed in Zhangfa. But here's the thing. If that's the truth, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. Ms. Mio. That's right. I was trying to think of this. I was like, this is the only thing that doesn't make any fucking sense. Because it says that he was supposed to be in the seat at 5, but he was supposed to be dead before 5, if that's the case. Which means that this testimony is, ergo, bullshit. Recall Miss Mio's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed Zhangfa. I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know. She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but that totally contradicts the facts, sir. Well, why would she lie about something like that? I think the only person who can answer that is Miss Mio herself. Round 4. Yes. Me. Miss Mio. Explain yourself. If you please tell me about your alibi during the time span, from just before we will land at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. when the body was found. Yes, of course you're a suspect. What? So what about from 4 to 5? Rebuttal time.
Hold it!
Okay. Who was being served in first class in the lounge between the hours of 3 and 4 a.m. Yeah, but that kind of stuff's run by Miss Rhoda. What were you doing in the attendance room at that time? Eating and having a nice, most delicious dream. You're neglecting your duties. It's true.
Hold it!
So you were alone the entire time, were you? I feel like this is gonna be important. So from 3 to 4, it's supposed to be meal time. Well, from 1 to 3 is meal time, so she wasn't doing anything. And then from 5 to 6, she was by herself. But there's supposed to be drinks giving out from 5 to 6. Interesting. Rage injection. It's not possible you were alone in the attendance room the whole time from 5 to 6 a.m.
Take that!
Okay. Wasn't that then? Okay. Enough with the clowning around. This is my show and I will resolve the contract since as I see fit.
Hold it!
Sometimes I gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. Like this whole time. God, difference animation. Okay. Okay.
Hold it!
Yeah, you can use that whip at any now. Just oh, whatever. All right.
Hold it!
God damn. Okay, so definitely is what I was supposed to do before. I guess I have to raise some objections here. Oh, left in the attendance room.
Take that!
I didn't see that part. Oh. I'm just kind of look at this receipt, Miss Meal. A receipt for what? It's for the suitcase Mr. Nero bought. Timestamp was at 5:40. I requested that she be present as a witness that we may straighten out your complex lie. Now then, Mr. Nero, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., you took a trip from first class down to the first floor in the in-flight shop, correct? Yes, I went to the shop to buy a suitcase, after which I went straight to the attendant's room to drop it off. Did you see Miss Meal there at the time? No. Were you between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.? The bathroom? Okay. I'll hear you out. Nope, that is not the case. Miss Vorek actually kind of like... Ha! Nice try.
Hold it!
Okay. What else are you in charge of? Excuse me. Assistant passengers who may not speak English. For those who speak Virginians, he is the only one on the flight who is fluent. He's fluent in Virginian? Then I suppose you're in charge of processing documents in Virginian? Very interesting.
Hold it!
While Mr. Nero is busy with the passengers and all of the duties, you have a lot of free time on your hands. It's providing you ample time to commit the crime. And some Virginian stuff. What's it do as the one in charge of some Virginian stuff? Yes, I'm suspicious because you're one of the crew. That's not the only reason, though.
Hold it!
No one else cool could have done it. And then she goes back to this. She tells the key card, the shop. That's where she's just super suspicious. And just this Virginian stuff. Should I talk about?
Objection!
I guess so. Got enough out of that her to be able to present this. So you're the only one on this flight who speaks Virginian. Is that correct? I studied abroad in Virginia for a while. If that is the case, then the signature on this document belongs to you, doesn't it? This is a falsified piece of documentation with only one purpose: to lead anyone who read it to believe that Mr. LeBlanc's statue was loaded in Europe. The only person who could have either prepared or processed this document in Virginian is you, Miss Meal. Without your participation, the smuggling of the Aleph Red could not have occurred. Don't sleep, come on, girl, wake up. Oh, I wouldn't dare dream of falling asleep on you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, it is exactly as you say. Doesn't having participated in the smuggling? No, far from it. It's true that I was the one who signed off on that document, but you can't use that fact alone to make your allegation of smuggling stick. There's no direct correlation after all. All you have is my signature on a piece of paper. Really, all you did was sign it? I neglected to check if the cargo had been loaded onto the plane properly, so sorry about that. Suppose, and this is just a supposition, even if I was involved in the smuggling, you can't throw the charge of murder on me just like that. Yes, definitely a strong motive. Although, unlike Revoter, has access to many things on this plane for work purposes. But I wasn't talking about you, I meant the killer. First, it was myself, and now it's Miss Tenero who is under the microscope. It seems to me that a killer is going to great lengths to pin this crime on anyone they can. Actually, I believe that she is indeed the intended target from the very beginning. I believe that the plan was to push all of the blame for the crime onto her. This evidence will prove my suspicions. The killer was out to frame Miss Tenero from the very beginning.
Take that!
The killer could have hidden the body anywhere, and yet they chose the suitcase. Why is that? Perhaps it was to move the body up from the lower deck to the first floor. However, why go through the trouble to do so? The only way all of these actions make sense is if the killer had wanted to frame Miss Tenero for the murder. She definitely wouldn't have done it. Miss Tenero buys a suitcase on every flight she works without fail. But should a suitcase be switched with the one containing the victim's body, that would put her in a very tight spot. Unfortunately for the killer, the turbulence put an end to that plan. There wasn't enough time to put the body back into the suitcase, ergo they made do with whatever was at hand and adapted their plan, and it rhymed, and tried to frame me as I lay unconscious on the floor from the turbulence. The killer then went to hide the suitcase in the in-flight shop and brought the piggy bank back to the elevator in order to fabricate a false weapon. A lot of work for a fruitless endeavor, wouldn't you agree? Had a tough time too, huh? And why did the killer need to frame someone that badly anyway? That is because of the special circumstances surrounding this particular case. What special circumstances did the killer to frame someone? it happened. There was a bunch of empty suitcases nearby. Being a skinny man, the killer put his body in the suitcase and handed off. Yeah, oops, I fucked up. Ow. Nah, when the murder took place? Or where the murder took place? No, when the murder took place. Oops, no, I guess it's where. Had to choose someone who was not in their seat to frame. Oh, not why. Okay. Oh, I didn't pick why because the murder took place here, because she's the one who has access to it. I'm playing mid-flight. My which country customs is quite strict in this day and age. No matter what you do, the chances that the body would be found is very high. Therefore, there is no choice but to flame either Mr. Nero or myself. In other words, it's a leap of logic, but it works. In other words, the only one who fits within the boundaries of the criminal's movements is not Mr. Nero or myself, but you, Miss Camomile. Only you and you alone could be the killer. Do you have proof? Is what she's gonna be like? Oh, music's kicking up. Yes, there is. So then I still can't fit into the big picture.
Take that!
The phone. I don't have any actual evidence. But that's because it went missing and still is. What do you mean by that? In the complex puzzle that is this case, there was one piece I kept getting stuck on. And that is the victim's cell phone. Francisca, you were waiting at the airport for a phone call from Agent Hicks's cell phone. But at least that's what you told me. That's right, but Agent Hick's cell phone could not be found at this crime scene. You mean the killer took the phone with them? Which is why I'm thinking about this. Why didn't you call the phone to begin with? This would have been an open and shut case once you got to the crime scene, Francisca, if you tried calling. Precisely. The moment that the phone was missing, you should have been calling that phone. If we find that phone would lead us to the killer. If the victim fell to his death from that height, wouldn't his phone break as well? You won't know that until we try a little experiment, will we, Francisca? I'd like to ask for your assistance. You know the victim's phone number, do you not? Of course I do. It's Mr. Nero's. Oh, you should have lied. process you as misforded now right away. Objection. Wait, I have a theory. This is related to the incident with the keycard. When the killer went to steal the keycard, they conveniently stashed the cell phone in Mr. Nero's lock at the same time. It's the keycard, alright. In the same way that we have zero proof that the killer did just that. The only voice that sings the truth is evidence. That's the one bird we cannot ignore. Just goes right. I can't offer baseless conjectures at this point. Alright then, why did the culprit take the cell phone from Agent Hicks? It must have something very incriminating, or it is.
Hold it!
It's not over yet. We have yet to figure out why the killer took the phone. Inside this phone lies the final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to the killer. LCD is broken. Without a screen, you can't even place a call with this. Must be able to switch that opens the phone. And keyboards like these in the cell phones. Computer cell phones. Smartphone even. Is that what it is? Well, I don't know. Is that considered a smartphone? All you need is a phone as a phone part, nothing more. How was this Agent Hicks plan to preserve the crime scene of a smuggling? You to confirm something. This cell phone, can it take pictures? And mine can take photos just fine. Do you think Agent Hicks could have taken some pictures with this? In particular, pictures of evidence for his smuggling case. If so, I'd say there'd be more the very inconvenient photos in here for a smuggler. It's all busted up, sure. Even a super prosecutor can't repair a broken phone.
Objection!
The LCD screens on the inside and outside are broken, that's for sure. But that's also reason enough to believe that the killer wasn't able to erase the data. What do you mean by that, Francisca? It looks like our killer isn't very familiar with electronics. This phone still rang when I called it, meaning that only the LCD screens are broken. It's possible that the photos are still there inside waiting to be accessed. All we need to do is transfer the data to my phone. Or your phone, if you please. Very well. It's transferring. Alright, displaying it now. This is... Agent was most certainly trying to obtain some evidence from his smuggling case. The suitcases? Agents were still alive at the time, so what exactly is so odd about the suitcases that have been used? What's this? They are cargo ship. They are cargo ship from Virginia to Sangfar. Is that they were dropped off in Sangfar? Can you tell me about the contents of the boxes? Unfortunately, there is no English written on them anywhere. One's written in Virginian. It says cloth in English. Cloth? Miss Meal. It appears that Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator. He left us with a piece of evidence after all. A striking piece that will point out who his killer is. Maybe we shouldn't force your mistaken reading of a simple picture, Mr. Edgeworth. Virginia cargo and this piece of evidence will point us straight to the killer.
Take that!
And what is that supposed to prove? The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe up the blood they had spilt. But there was one thing that bothered me this whole time. Where did it come from? And now I finally found my answer in this very work photo. The cargo that was unloaded in Zengpa had cloth written on it. In Borginian, that is. And this is where the killer grabbed the piece from the grabbed a piece from to clean up the blood with. That's a lot of, yeah, English. That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Virginian. And the only crew member that fits that description is you, Miss Chamomile. The killer probably searched through all the boxes looking for something to use. He failed to take care of the boxes in English or Virginian. Sorry, but I cannot agree with your assessment of the killer's indiscriminate nature. There was no need for the killer to tear through the boxes at random at all. And if the killer supposedly could not comprehend Virginian, well then. Logically, the killer would have opened this box first.
Take that!
The bed sheets. And right there, precisely, and bed sheets would make perfect for cleaning up blood, wouldn't you say? And if I were the criminal, this box of bed sheets would have been what I would have spotted first. However, the killer chose to use some Virginian cloth. Do you have any explanation for that? The killer didn't want anyone to know that the real site of the crime was this cargo hold, so they were afraid to leave signs that the box of the sheets had been opened. However, the Virginian cloth, well, that's of course of a different color. Because the killer knew that it was going to be unloaded in the Republic of Zengpa. That's right, that is why the Virginian cloth was used. And the only Virginian reader on board who could make such a calculated decision is you, Chamomile. You and you alone. It would be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes were resealed, and all we have to do is contact the Zengpa authorities in time. We may even find other evidence to incriminate our killer within those boxes. So what are you gonna say, Miss Chamomile? Why not confess to your crime here and now? We'd rather wait and see what we find out from our investigation in Zengpa. A little dramatic, don't you think? I guess you could say a whole world bubble just pops. Yeah, we won. All the arrangements to take the suspect didn't, sir. Opening at the mouth. Oh boy. There's a lot more to this case than meets the eye. And remember, this case took place right before the first case in this game. That's a gentleman right there. May all your skies be blue no matter where you go. Unless you're in California and they're gray with wildfire smoke. Wildfire smoke. Ha 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 ha, cries. My day was filled with earthquakes, elevators, and false charges. Departure? You cancel the car I had you reserved earlier? I have no intention of wasting your time. However, it has been a while since we last met. Also have no time for such familiar reminiscences. Reminiscences? You reminiscence. God damn it. Just who do you think I am? You are Francisco von Kama, a very proud prosecutor deserving of much respect. Only a little while ago, I was but a wretched mutt who was always losing to you. A dancing Pierrot, living her life on the name and fame her invincible father built. True, your father, my friend von Kama, didn't lose a single case for 40 years as a prosecutor, but that's because he fucking cheated. He cheated! However, I wouldn't say he was invincible. What are you talking about? The group I'm on the trail of is a little more troublesome than most. The smuggling route we found this time is only one sliver of the big picture. Sounds like a dangerous assignment. You really don't have to worry. I can take care of myself. Yes, I suppose you can. Plus, there's another agent on this case with me. Oh, another agent? He's a star among Interpol agents and has the highest successful arrest rate. Who knows, you may even run into him one day. I doubt it. Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I was simply caught up in this one case. I hardly see why we could cross paths. I suppose. But I doubt he would say the same. I'm not following you. You'll understand soon enough. The fight has only just begun. Oh, the fight has only just begun, Miles Edgeworth. Oh, she's making a plain pun. I'll be back in this country soon enough. And when I am, you can be sure I'll pay you back in full. What a nice lady. The first case upon my arrival home. The trump card into play. Edgeworth speaking. And you are? You've forgotten my name, voice, Miles, my boy. Ernest Amano. There's been an incident, Miles. My son, he's been kidnapped. The end of that case. I do it. Chapter select. Oh, we're not doing that. Ooh, boy. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. Kidnapping case. Oh, look! It's the suitcase from before. Welcome to Gatewater Lands. And a big hello to you. I'm the Proto Badger. Nice to meet you. Oh, those black eyes. Oh gosh, that scares the shit out of me. Taking a picture? Prosecutor. I'm honest though. And yes, I have brought the ransom money with me. And now it's gonna take me somewhere else, right? Yep, Connor Haunted House. Yep. All I can think of is all those memes of people who do like the text with the upper and lowercase words all together, lowercase letters all together, like the SpongeBob thing. do. That's it. Go through the house doors. Leave the money and go now. What was that sound though? Dun, 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 that creeped me out the first time I saw it. I was like, I don't like the black eyes. Split police. All right. In front of meetup. It is when I meet her. I remember now. Supposed to be a simple affair. The Amano group. His only son, Lance, had been kidnapped. Remember correctly? I think I remember something about this case. But I guess some things you never go out of. I must escape somehow. Wow. How was that you making that funny sound? Who's there? Is it time? Is it time to play her music? Yeah, we go. Who are you? Are you one of the kidnappers? Kidnapper? Me? No way. I'm not into such petty crimes. Nope, I'm after something much, much bigger. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness or the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief, Yadagarasu. Great thief. Oh, my real name is K Faraday. You can call me K, K? Good, glad that's settled. Not quite, I have a mountain of questions for you. But first, you'd be so kind as to remove these ropes. I wonder, should I remove them? I was actually having a lot of fun watching you make those silly faces. Hey, there's no need to get all mad and icy glary on me, you know? This rope goes through here, and there you go. What a relief. I owe you my thanks. Ah, it's okay. You can pay me back in full later. So, you're a thief? You wouldn't mind if I arrested you then, right? You wanna see my badge? Oh. Did I say I was a prosecutor? Only one thing. This is the third case and the fourth. Okay. Uh-oh. Hmm. Oh my god. But why don't we just use the box? Oh, we can't use the boxes. A pink badger. Wait, so Gumshoe just designed the blue badger, right? So, and this is like some badger lay on the bullshit. Hold on. They're using badger, the blue badger stuff, which Gumshoe designed. How is he not fucking rich? How is he not getting paid like a shit ton of money for, you know, giving them the licensing deals? He's been eating noodles this whole entire time. He has barely a paycheck as a police officer. What the fuck? He should sue. He knows some good lawyers. Eight boxes, but 7 of them are empty. Seven costumes are in use right now. But aren't these badgers the mascots of the police force? But the police had a hand in sponsoring this theme park, probably because the Gatewater Group owes the police from all those cases they solved. That was from the Gatewater Hotel. This is from the first game, because the Gatewater Hotel is right across the street. Is the Gatewater Hotel the one that's like right across the street from the right office? Because that's where that one witness that was working with the bad guy who killed Mia saw, quote unquote, Maya kill Mia from the Gatewater Hotel, I think. Or the Gatewater Hotel is the thing from the second game, the last case. Oh, it's both. They have all the power of the state and they use it to make a theme park. Why would you not? A handcuff-shaped double looping roller coaster. Whoa, 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 whoa. They do? Wait. That's not handcuff. I can't, I guess. Keys. My nemesis. What? Damn. Oh, the blue badger. Oh. I have played Ace Attorney games for probably somewhere of, I don't know when the first game came out. What, maybe that's a 2006, maybe even earlier than that. So let's say at the very least, I've been playing Ace Attorney games for 10 to maybe even 15 years. At least 15. I just got Blue Badger. Like a police badge. I thought it was the animal. What the f— okay. There are much cooler and cuter ones out there, right? Photo Badger. Like Photo Man. But the local police chief. I thought Gumshoe designed the Blue Badger. That's the only difference. Yes, and... Wait, there's no lipstick. The pink badge is pretty nice, though. I don't want to be a thief. I want to be a prosecutor. Eh. Eh. That's true. Ooh, paint. Sign. Take a picture of every member of the Badger family to receive a prize. So they one of each of the 4 members wandering through the park. Pictures of the costume ones walking around the park. Were there 2 proto badgers? Yeah, why did they bring my phone with me? Where's Edgeworth? Is he safe? Is he all right? I got the boys working on that, but in doing that, I sorta, sorry to Ben, but I'm afraid you're going to have to make do with me. Shi Long Lang of the Interpol. Pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Edgeworth. Heard a great deal about you. Wait, Shi Long. What was his name originally? Hold on, was it actually that, or did, because I know some people's names got changed. Was it originally Shi Long Lang, or was it? Wait, no, it had to be because this is the original game. Everyone's names in this should have stayed the same. That's right. So it's everyone in the second game who is their names are susceptible to being changed, but everyone in the first game, their names should be the same because this game was actually released in America. Yeah, I thought it was something different for some reason. Or there's an Interpol agent like yourself involved in a domestic kidnapping case. Don't sweat the details. A crime's a crime, whether it's on a local or a global scale. Besides, you're the one who's in a world of trouble. Why would you say that? Long Z says, the pack that runs together stays together. You catch my drift? Because quite a ruckus by running blindly into a situation and then getting caught. You should have contacted the police from the very beginning. A lapse in judgment. However, I humbly request that you please help me get out of here. Help me out of here post haste. No, sorry, no can do. No, I don't think I will. Went through the kidnapping now, and I haven't gotten any hands to spare. As I said, my pack moves as one. You're the one who wanted to go it alone, so good luck to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, and once we catch the kidnapper, rest assured we'll come find you eventually. My phone ran out of power. Kidnapping. Go into the next room and start talking to someone. I guess I really am dealing with two kidnappers here. It seemed like they were done with you. Oh. Not made for climbing. We get to the top, then we can skip over this footholds. Beam I was tied to. Okay. Beam and I want the beam. I want the chair. Which means if you find something useful, Miss Edgeworth, perhaps I may have found a very handy hint to how we'll get out of here. The door on the opposite side that appears to be the same as this one. Very similar in structure. Okay, I think we have everything we need through here. Looks like you have to have escape tunnel prepared just in case. Because I highly doubt that they made the tunnel themselves. The floor panel was removed and propped up against the beam in a very specific way. This building was originally built with a basement or underground area. Okay. So. Okay. This hook on this beam. You know, when you try, there's no way I can jump from this hook to the window. Come on, even you have to admit that there's something's just not possible. I wasn't about to suggest that again, rather that it's here for a different purpose. It's on the adjacent room. It's clearly for keeping a floor panel propped up, which means that there should be a panel in this room that we can open as well. We didn't notice the existence all the time because it was being hidden by this tarp. Let's fold this thing up and see what's underneath. Now, this is what I call treasure. Good. Must be another entrance to the secret hidden basement. Alrighty, let's see. Can you open it? Locked down tight. Fiddlesticks. Oh, you say that too. I believe you're up, Kay. Why me? Because we need to use the tiny key that you've taken quite a liking to. Oh, gotcha. Just leave it to me. I love the tense feeling of those moments when you're about to uncover something big. The feeling of freedom would be much more satisfying right about now. Alright, I got the secret door open. And now, whoopee! Are you alright, Kay? I'm fine. The ladder just slipped is all. She's alright. Had about a coronary. There's a lot of really large machinery down here. What about an exit? It's really dark and cramped down here, so I really doubt there's an exit. Look, popped her head up. I can't believe that happened. You only have yourself to blame for leaping before you have looked, you know. No, I mean, how was I supposed to know that the ladder is removable? Ladder. Think. Look at how we can escape this prison, Kay. How are we going to bust out? Seems that your reckless actions were of use after all. Are you actually praising me? More of a thank you for giving me an idea regarding this ladder. The underground ladder? What about it? This ladder isn't just for those who wish to go down. Oh, I see. If we use this... Yes, I believe it's long enough to reach the top of those lockers. Well then, what are we waiting for? Alright, now we can get out of here. Yes, we spent entirely too much time in here. The kidnappers who held me hostage and a mysterious Interpol agent. This case is only getting started, and I'll be the one to bring it to a resounding end. Detective Gumshoe, may I ask what in the world that is? That's count off. Might be Shifu. All 99 members are here and accounted for, sir. Ding, 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 ding. Got it. Ever play this game? I've ever best ever, but the music. Hey, what the heck do you think you're doing, counting my cubs off like that? Every person is a valuable being, you get me? And everyone has a name that their parents gave to them. No one is a 2 or a 3. Everyone, regardless of age, is ranked as number 1. Got it? You are Ancient Lang, I take it. Infidel. Oh boy, some touchy language right there. How dare you address our Sifu so rudely? Lang Zi says, "Help who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. So don't you ever forget to show the proper respect towards another person." Shina. But please accept my card. Please accept mine in return. They even doing a little bow thing that they do when they give cards to each other. There's a proper way to 2 people to show their respect. Keep that in mind and you'll get far in life. Got it? Mm-hmm. Why exactly is the Interpol agent involved with this clearly domestic case? What? Oof, I had to take a cough drop. I've heard a rumor true about you. I saw the murder that occurred during your flight home recently, right? You sure took a while just to arrest one little flight attendant. How pathetic. Oh, fuck you. I dare you say that about Mr. Edgeworth. Are you saying you could have solved it faster, pal? Comedic relief? Hey! That's our comedic relief, you asshole. Mm? Ancient Lang knew yesterday's victim, Ancient Acme Hicks. Yesterday? Holy shit, I didn't catch that. This must be the man she was talking about. In that case, you should understand. You should understand how I feel, as the kidnapper is someone I know. I see you. Please allow me to participate in this. Oh. Courtroom of Eden. I don't need the help of a filthy prosecutor. Why, of all places, did he show up here, and completely out of the blue at that? I suppose I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe to fill me in on that. Emergency water supply. It's not easy when there's this many members of law enforcement in the vicinity. Ain't easy being cheesy. Yep. Good question. Since Agent Lang holds the authority to investigate this case now, this makes things a bit more complicated. You can't let that stop you. I'll even lend a hand, so let's go. But you're a self-reported great thief, are you not? I don't believe I can let someone of an unlawful nature participate in an investigation. You don't like to listen, do you? I'm not just any old great thief. I'm the Yatagarasu. And as I said earlier, Yatagarasu is after one and only one thing. What is this one and only one thing you're after? Yatagarasu is only interested in one thing, and that is the truth. 7 years ago, there was a vigilante who threw the business world into a panic. Labeled it mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appeared and vanished at will. Though we still don't know how much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. Yatagarasu liked to find and publicly disclose evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. Once a target was chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement was sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation was infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found was sent out to the mass media, along with a card with the mark of the three-legged raven. It's the Robin Hood, but for truth. You know, it's the whistleblower. Looking back, I suppose you could call what the articles were stealing the truth. Take a badge. Tailing me? Badger, get! That's some Kamen Rider shit. The bad badger. Alright, I think I have enough information for that. Okay, the gumshoe. Damn, Edgeworth, come on. No, not his salary assessment. Wait. No, the police chief did, what's it called? He did design the Blue Badger. It's just that he's the one who painted the Blue Badger, I think. Well, he is the one who made the thing for it. Out on the what's it called? The little stand thing that can move. I thought he was the one who designed it, but no, it was the police chief. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, why did he show up instead of our men? Was he already planning to be here to begin with? So your supporting role? No! I'm taking her in, getting her convicted, and making sure she serves out the sentence. Just for stealing your role. Wasn't he a dick? Sorry to involve you until after you returned. For you, Mr. Monagade, offered my assistance. So I have you to thank for how well things turned out during my time abroad. If it wasn't for you, I might not have been introduced to that law office. The chance to study the inner workings of another country's judicial system. No, no, no. Think nothing of it. As you know, Manfred and I go way back. Consider a beloved disciple of his to be like one of my own blood. If you ever want to go overseas again, you need only to ask. You can use my company's fast network to send you anywhere. Companies, I said computer. Anywhere at any time. Who's the old man? He is the father of the currently kidnapped Lance Amano, Ernest Amano. Now that have you found my lance yet, Miles? Please, I miss my poor boy dearly. I'm terribly sorry, but your son's whereabouts remain unknown, Mr. Amano. But hold on there. And what happened to all that money? I believe the 1 million has been stolen and that the culprits are now on the run. Oh man. Don't you have anything you can give him to cheer him up, Mr. Edgeworth? I was wondering if you could please tell me the details of the kidnapping one more time. Yesterday, a call came to the house. From the receiver came the sound of my son. Help me, Daddy. I know this is tough, but please stay with me here, Mr. Amano. You don't understand, he hasn't called me Daddy in ages. It was incredibly moving. I wish I had recorded him saying that. Should have recorded it. Yeah, he definitely should have recorded that conversation. That would have been good evidence. But not for this foolhardy... Well... Must remember what kind of person is Lance again. How will telling you about Lance help you get him back? Surprisingly, a lot can be deduced from a person's relationships and behavior. Very well then, Lance is my one and only son, and he turned 21 this year. He is very much like me when I was his age, kind and very attractive. I'm sure women simply can't keep their hands off of him. Is there anything else about him you noticed of late? I've been able to get in contact with our butler, Oliver. Yes, his name is Oliver Deacon. He's been with our family for years now. He gets along so well with Lance, I thought maybe he would know where my son is. Mr. Amano, could you please tell me a little more about your butler, Mr. Deacon? As a butler, he's outstanding. He even serves as Lance's personal private tutor. He took a brief leave recently, but even after it was over, I've been able to reach him. Soon I spoke with him since his leave. What about his family and friends? They said they hadn't seen him. I tried everything I could think of, Miles. Do you think this could have something to do with Lance's kidnapping? It's possible, but I can't say anything for sure quite yet. The person closest to the victim has gone missing. Sounds like one name I had better keep in mind. Let's begin our investigation. Even if the Interpol agent holds the authority to head this investigation, we can't allow ourselves to stand idly by, twiddling our thumbs. Which is why, with your blessing, I'm about to return the Lance to you myself. Thanks to Ancient Lang, we can't leave this area. But the culprits were here until very recently, which means they may be able to find some clues that will tell us how they escaped. All precinct detectives are now under Ancient Lang's direct command. Fuck. Wolf boy. Boy, have I got just the job for someone like you. Oh, fuck, me, I'm finished. You should go home. Your parents must be worried about you. Why do you have to be so difficult? Besides, it's already too late, you know? Like I said, I've already stolen the position of assistant a while back. Well, by the time anyone notices, it's already gone. That's the Yadagarasu way. You shouldn't speak so lightly of things you know nothing about. Fine, whatever, you win. Go ahead and do your little investigation. But the talented assistant K, it's gonna tag along no matter what you say. I always love it when you see the anime characters do a little like nose under the like I'm too smart, that kind of like thing. Yeah, actually, if you do 2 times 2, you get 4. Hey, but you didn't know that. You don't want to get dysentery, so don't drink that shit. A cactus? This cactus is a very gracious gift to Gatewater Land from the local police precinct. Oh, the guy, I forgot his name. Jake Marshall. I think it was Jake Marshall. Who was like the guy who was like, I'm the sheriff in town, partner. I remember when I streamed the Ace Attorney Investigations, no, Ace Attorney Trial, the first game. He had his little office and he had a cactus in it because he was Wild West themed. That must be his cactus. I have the vague impression I've seen a cactus farm at the precinct before. Exactly. Well, hello there, partner. I remember I used to do more voices. What do you mean? We can't be doing that when I'm sick. I'm saying what you saw. Oh, it's you! I know. What's his name? Like Officer Beetle or something? You've recovered my undercover identity, sir. I was to remain under that head, sir. On to officer. Oh, Meekins. That's right. Mike Meekins. Reporting for duty, sir. Which one was he from? 2 years ago. Oh, that's right, because this is set between 2 and 3, I think, or set between 3 and 4. He was in the. He was in. Headed up. Hold on. Which guy was that? He was in the fuck. Which one was he at? Shit. I don't remember. He was in the last case of the first game. Oh, am I just blanking? I'm probably just blanking, honestly. I met him in the courtroom once before. He wasn't in the last case of the... Like, what case was he in? Where he was at? Because I thought he was only introduced in the last case of... Like, the last case of the first game. Why was he so upset when we unmasked him to something to hide? Officer Meekins, why are you standing here wasting time? Sir, because I'm not a police officer right now, sir. I'm the Blue Badger. And I'm creating memories and dreams for the kids. That's never a waste of time, sir. I have a dream to become as big as Detective Gumshoe, sir. I was patrolling the scorchingly boring beat until a little while ago. When the dispatch radio on my shoulder crackled that the kidnappers had escaped, sir. Thought maybe this was my shot at making detective, sir. I was on over to join in, but when we got here, there was a sea of people already. I couldn't spread my trademark friendliness and joy on to anyone. So why exactly are you in that ridiculous outfit? Sir, that's because, sir, I'm here to keep the visitors in good spirits, sir. But it's also to hide the fact that I'm an officer of the trail, on the trail. Because trail and trial are both used in this game. On the trail of a kidnapper, sir. I see. Agent Lang is very wise to employ this sort of diversionary tactics. To be handed the role of the Blue Badger out of all the different disguises, sir. It's an honor. How long have you been standing here, officer? Sir, for about a little hour, sir. That's around the time I woke up from being knocked unconscious. And I've been here ever since, sir. That's true that it's possible Officer Meekins saw the kidnappers escaping. But, however, sir, I must say I didn't see a thing, sir. I haven't asked you anything yet, officer. I'm not saying all those no's, but I know you will, sir. Just you tell me more about your recent movements. A lone Blue Badger.
Take that!
Officer Meekins, let's back things up. I'd like to ask you about your late statement. You said that you saw a Blue Badger, correct? And yet if you take a look at this, what you saw was not supposed to happen. This park is supposed to have only one of each badger in it at any given time. Which means that as long as you are the Blue Badger, Officer Meekins, you should not have seen another Blue Badger wandering the premises. There are 2 Blue Badgers walking around, but why? A second Blue Badger that shouldn't exist. Clearly, it's sure that the person underneath is... It's one of the kidnappers, right? The person wore a costume to get away. Ooh, my back. I need to sit right in the chair. If I'm moving up, if I sound weird every now and then, it's because I'm also moving back and forward and sideways to the mic. I need to be consistent about that, my mic placement. So there are 3 phony badgers running around in the park somewhere. Okay. Looks so life, don't you think? Set of tire tracks origin from the garage. That they left during the passing rain. Okay. I get to pet the horses. But I have an Asian friend who was born in the year of the horse. Why don't you just say you have a friend who would... Whatever. Non sequitur is the only way to describe your logic. Okay, I think I have everything. What do you think about the kidnapping? I don't think anything about the victim. So actually, I was hoping you could tell me. I got involved because of a phone call I received. It was from none other than the director of the Amano Group, Mr. Ernest Amano, the guy sitting down over there. His only son, Lance, had been kidnapped, and he wanted me to be the drop-off man. Little did I suspect that I would be abducted myself. And that's when I found you tied to a pole screaming all that. Could you please drop that already? What else can I find? A bunch of footprints. I thought I went over the footprints earlier, like when I first was investigating stuff. There are quite a few different sets here. Like what, at least 2 sets, if not 3. Now that we know that the kidnappers were wearing badger costumes, those footprints from earlier take on a new and very significant meaning. I mean, now we know that which tracks belong to the kidnappers, right? Yes, more than shoe prints, we need to follow the paw prints of the badgers. It's time to use those footprints and go badger hunting. Okay. So we're looking for footprints made by a costume. The 2 sets here, they both do look like possible candidates. This says walking off to the west. It stops, can't make heads or tails of it, and headed from here. We assume that headed towards the stadium. I wonder where the other set leads. Seems they head east. No, it's not him. Officer Meekins, if you could step aside for a moment, we'd examine the garage. Let's open the shutter and see what we find. Maybe we'll find the kidnappers hiding inside. Oh, we found something, alright. What in the... I'm seeing a dead body. It's Oliver! Mr. Amato, are you saying that this man is... Yes, he's my butler. Well, the butler didn't do it. Could something like this have happened? Indeed. Why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? I better investigate this crime scene quickly before Agent Lang or his men return. The kidnapper's footprints lead to this garage and right to the dead body. Is it possible one of the kidnappers is not a murder victim? My cursory examination, I believe this man died of a fatal bullet wound. It's surprising what one can become accustomed to in the span of 2 days. I won't rest until I've expected every suspicious looking cranny. This guy also saw his dad get murdered in front of him, you know, so he's a little more used to it. Control this case. I'm not gonna get done on the victim. I'm no doctor, but let's see what I can piece together myself. 2 gunshot wounds, one in his abdomen and one to the shoulder. That means he was shot twice? I don't think so. I think the abdominal one is the entry wound, and the one near his shoulder is the exit wound. Comes with experience. I've seen my fear of crime scenes. Wait. So shot low first, and then high, and it was like shot low, and it came out high. Means that that one was shot from a lower angle. This crime scene seems a bit too clean for a murder with the bullet went clean through. Okay. This necklace. Looks like a horse pendant. You got an antique feel about it, and it's really pretty. Hold on, this is made of platinum silver. It is really worth it something after all. And look, there's something written on the back. Colin Deveray. It's a name. Colin Deveray. This man's name is like Oliver Deacon. Colin Deveray. Hold on. COLINDAVRAY. It's an anagram. There's something not right about the name on the pendant. The victim is of the Amano family butler, and his name is Oliver Deacon. But the name of the pendant is Colin Deveray. I wonder what's up with that. I don't know, but I think we've hit upon an important piece of information. Yippee! Excuse me, but you are. Oh, this is bad. He's really good looking. Stop it, Lauren. Getting yourself fall for a playboy like him you're in love with. Sounds like someone doesn't know the meaning of the phrase in a monologue, huh? Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but might you be a friend of Lance? Yes, I'm Lance's girlfriend. My name is Lauren Pops. His girlfriend? Oh, it's not like that. We're more like friends, and we're not lovers or anything. Well, we haven't gotten that far yet. But I guess that's how people are going to see it, so I should just accept it. I haven't got this ring as a present from Lance. Haha, you know what she reminds me of? A cartoon character. May I inquire as to why you are here? I haven't been able to get in contact with Lance lately, and I began to get really worried. I looked everywhere for him, and then I heard about the kidnapping, so I came here. Wow, you're really strong for having made it through all this by yourself. Is it true? Has Lance really been kidnapped? No one is supposed to know, but yes, it's true. Oh, Lance. Can't believe you've been spirited away. I wonder how you're doing right now. Looks like she's gone back to the fair maiden in love routine. So, Mr. Edgeworth, where do we go from here? Well, we found a body, so we should look into the murder. My man brought me up to speed over the radio, and I have to say you really should have called. I heard you found something very intriguing. I have nothing to hide, Agent Lang. Exactly what you see before you. I'll take it from here. Yeah, that guy's really dead. Thanks. Hey, you waiting for an invitation? Hurry up and detain the suspect now. Suspect? Who? Officer Meekins, is it? You're coming with us. What? Sir, I had nothing to do with it, sir. Agent Lang, don't you think you're being a bit rash? Do you even have a good reason to suspect Officer Meekins? Ha! I leave that kind of stuff to you prosecutors. It's your job after all. Like I said earlier, the crime scene isn't as forgiving as your precious courtroom. That's your answer? I know you like your logic and reasoning. Yes, because logic and reasoning make fucking sense. But that sort of impractical fluff is not needed out here in the field. Yes, it is. All you have to do is arrest a suspicious person after suspicious person. That's how you eliminate crime from the streets. That's not a good way of doing law enforcement. That's also precisely how you unnecessarily arrest innocent people by mistake. Innocent people? Nonsense. There's no such thing as an innocent person. We've all got a blemish or two in our hearts. That's tyranny. I won't allow such thing to go on unchecked before my eyes. Too bad you can't call the shots around here. As I have sworn to uphold the laws of this land, I cannot allow you to take this man in. That you would arrest a man on false charges without even conducting an investigation. Have you no honor as a member of law enforcement? Disrespectfully to our Sifu. Hold it. You amuse me, Mr. Prosecutor. Lang Zi says, every pack has its own rules. If you can play by their rules and come out on top, that is a true victory. Alright, I'll give your beloved laws a fair shake. I'll show you just how much investigating I've done. Through my line of logic. Doo-doo. Ding! I've seen a lot of bodies like the one being carted off in my time. I can say he was shot by a single glance, but even you figured that much out, right? With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun, not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins, isn't that right? As your reasoning, solid as a rock, is based on the philosophy of detainment. You don't know? In that case, pay attention, girlie. In my country, the criminals have a saying, beware of the wolf. Why the wolf? Because in my language, lang means wolf, and you don't mess with me or my pack. Oh look, this guy's donut coated. And as for the detainment philosophy, its father is my honorable ancestor Langzi. Langzi. Langzi developed it as he worked to lock criminals away thousands of years ago. To this day, the Zhangfa police still trains its recruits using his philosophies. But thousands of years ago, that makes your story about as believable as a fairy tale. Anything wears down and breaks over time. Do you really believe something as innocent as that can be applied to today's world? That's a bold claim. You want to put it to a test? Yeah, I do.
Hold it!
Mm-hmm.
Knuckle back!
What would you know about the killer?
Hold it!
The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. That's it. The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. I used to get a gun these days.
Hold it!
Oh? That's really interesting. You've yet to check Officer Mika's weapon, correct? You lost your gun? Officer Mika's abandoned the killed him here with his gun.
Hold it!
Does my findings show the fact that this is probably not the location of the... Despite the fact that the final bullet went clean through the body, there's very little blood at the scene site where the body was found. A criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. Successful investigations are the result of multiple returns to a crime scene. It's not that I particularly care about what happens to Officer Meekins. However, I can't simply stand by while Ancient Lang ignores our country's laws. Tisk, 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 tisk. Unfortunately for you, Agent Lang, that is simply not possible. What do you mean? You've seen the crime scene for yourself. And while you were looking, did you not think to yourself that it was a little too clean? So you did notice that there was too little blood. Do you still wish to claim that Officer Meekins committed the murder here? Because this isn't the crime scene. And if it was, you're a man who led you to think it was. And since you leave this case to the local police to set the record straight. I can see him taking a walk. Yep. Called it. Was he looking for his gun? Keep on hitting my mic. Whoops. In the blue Badgermobile. Sir, Roger, sir. We're gonna press everything because I'm not sure about this one. Isn't that the one that we passed by?
Hold it!
Make sure there are no suspicious looking people in the area. But the only people that seem to gather around me were little girls, sir.
Hold it!
Where dreams are collected. Sweetness like you've never known except in dreams, ma'am, like innocent drops. And bitterness found only in nightmares, ma'am, like guilty drawbakers. Oh, like candy.
Hold it! Hold it!
Enough wallowing in your own self-pity. Yeah, don't ever do that. Looks at camera.
Hold it!
Jesus Christ. Come on, Kay. Don't be drop kicking people. In case you round up here for a reason, it could be unrelated investigation. And the blue Badgermobile.
Objection!
I told her to check the main gate.
Objection!
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was trying to present the Badgermobile, and I forgot I actually had an evidence of the Badgermobile instead of the picture that had the Badgermobile in it. Officer Meekins, I would appreciate if you didn't tell such transparent lies. Yes, you are. If you were really out there selling dreams with the blue Badgermobile until recently, then what is it doing here inside the garage? I was struck of what, sir, by the time I realized that the Bible mention was nobody found. And that's when I came back to this area, thinking maybe it was in the garage, sir. But that's when you found me, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. And what exactly is so convenient about your story? That's possible. You can't say we know all the facts of this case, let alone the truth. You boorish buffoon. I think you need to leave. What? We need to get the body to autopsy and you guys are getting in the way. You would interfere with another one of my investigations? Hey now, let's not forget who holds the actual authority to conduct investigations here. Good. I'm afraid the one doing the interrupting is you, my arrogant little pretty boy. Oh, ignorant. I'll be a good fancy boy and get out of my sight. If you don't, I'll arrest you for obstruction of justice. Oof. Middle, find the eyewitness. Do I want to continue or do I not? I'm gonna pay a little bit more. There's something even thieves should never steal. Do you know what that is? Is it hope? We shouldn't steal anything have a bite. What shouldn't a thief steal? A life. It's too heavy of a burden on your soul to get away with, ever. That's something we can agree on. Well said, Kay. No matter what we may try, murder is the one crime that we can never truly be hidden. And I intend to prove that by my own hands. When I apprehend the murderer myself. Alright, and I'm going to work extra hard to be a good assistant. Let's go. First thing we should do is locate the real scene of the murder. Found a witness at the stadium. Dun, dun, dun. Now then, let's head to the stadium and meet this witness. Oh no. Oh no. Oh fuck! I forgot that she's in this game. What the fuck? But if this is 2 years ago, how old will she be now? Like 18 or something? Because she's supposed to be, she was Kay's age in the original game. It's Emma or Lana Sky? I think it's Emma Sky. You are Miss Emma Sky, correct? This girl is the younger sister of my former superior, Lana Sky. 2 years ago, we stood in the same courtroom together as a witness and prosecutor. But I thought she had gone to Europe to study forensics. I can't believe you remember me, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, he was in that case. He was in the last case of 5. In the first game. Of course I do. How have you been? You look to be in good spirits. Are you still studying abroad? You bet. More than anything, I wanted to investigate crime scenes scientifically. I've been studying non-stop every day to become a top-notch forensic scientist. But it's spring break now, so I thought I'd come back for a bit. I see. She would be... Okay, 17. I thought she was 16. 18, okay. Forensic scientist on school break. And then, okay. Officer Meekins is 24. Jesus fucking Christ. I almost didn't recognize you. You've really grown in the past few years. Please don't tease me, Mr. Edgeworth. I know I still have a long way to go. I'm gonna be a super forensic scientist someday. You'll see. You seem to know Mr. Edgeworth really well. Are you two acquaintances? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Emma Sky. Nice to meet you. I'm studying abroad now to be a forensic scientist. How about you? Wow, that's a great dream. My name's Kay Faraday. I'm trained to become an unstoppable great thief. A great thief? Don't think too hard on it, Emma. It's not worth the trouble. In any case, we have much to catch up on. You bet we do. So why are you here, Emma? Well, I just happened to decide to come back home for a spring break. And then I heard that you'd come back too, so I raced on over here. I really wanted to welcome you back at the airport, but I had just missed you. And how exactly did you know I was here? The power of science, naturally. But close she has the DS almost. Never underestimate what science can do for you. I used to track your footprints and I followed them straight to you. That was a little weird. There's something on the side there, though. What the heck? What the heck? My Windows bar got weird for a second. Open on the side. You spray this chemical on the ground, and when you shine a special light on it, zing, the footprints light up like an electrified noble gas in a glass tube. It's almost like magic, scientifically speaking. Look at my badge that I have. I'm not as enthusiastic about wearing it as you are with your pin badges. Ooh. Wanna see that body? I can definitely see all the attractions before the park closes. Seeing the blue badge sure brings back memories. That's right, that was your design. Wait, it's not Gumshoe's design, it's your design. Because you made the design because you thought you saw the urn that was dropped in the end case of the first game, and then you wrote that down in the police witness thing, and the police chief saw that and was inspired by that for the design for the mascot to make the blue badger. They owe you royalties. Edgeworth needs your scientific doohickeys right now, pal. Yes, there's a murder. Please, there are only two people who could possibly be at this point in these type of games. There are only two people who could possibly be. It could either be Larry Butts or it could be Wendy Oldbag. God, please, please let it be Larry. Please don't let it be Wendy. My God. Are you by chance the witness I've been searching for? I'm scared. Marty, I'm scared. Oh, fuck me, it's Wendy. Fuck me. Oh. You and me both, my man. It has gone beyond the typical not my day into the realm of waking nightmare. Edgeworth, just go home, go to bed, and just forget this case. Just I mean, Wendy or Granny or whatever suits your fancy. It's like a lamp of ugly thugs. But do you think I would be ever more lovable if I kept this headpiece off? No. Put the headpiece back on. The headpiece stays on during badgering, please. Look at my picture all day. Taking away my ability to talk halves my effectiveness as a human being. You know what? No, it actually increases your charm by making sure that you can't talk. Okay, so get what it was the second game's last case. I don't want to do this right now, not with her. A student took a break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and saw two men facing each other in the area. Then there was a loud gunshot. The person who was shot fell to the ground. Very terrifying experience, let me tell you.
Hold it!
Short break from all them kitties. Yeah, I would hate to be one of the people who has to be dressed up in a fucking suit at an amusement park. In like the summer especially? Oh, jeez. Oh.
Hold it! Hold it!
Weren't you a security guard at one point? You were a security guard twice. You want me to show you something really nice? Don't be so mean, I swear it's something you're going to like. Oh, that's right. What you see before you is the secret weapon of a great thief. Ah, I should have known it would be worthless. Yeah, don't be like that. Teehee. What do you think? What do you do? What is it doing? It's projecting something into the air. I'm going to input that necessary information to run the simulation now. Once I'm done, I'll increase the size of the projection to its maximum size. Dark skies of evening where no other bird dares take wing. One alone remains all-seeing. That one is the true power of the real modern-day Robin Hood. This is the coolest motherfucking shit. What is this? It's the recreation of the murder based on the info I inputted into Little Thief. Little Thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to plan my thefts. But I suppose if I use it like this... Let's see, Miss Obak says the two men were facing each other, and then a gunshot rang out and the victim fell to the ground. So this means we can inspect the crime scene as it was in the past. See, so what do you think? I have to say, I'm impressed by the technology thieves have access to these days. What is the super secret weapon of the mighty Yatagarasu? But if there isn't enough information or if something is out of place, the recreation could come out a little strange. In other words, I can use this to authenticate the validity of the witness's testimony. Right now, simulation is a recreation of that witness's testimony, so for now, I should re-examine everything. Be free to examine everything in the simulation the way you always do.
Take that!
So you'll see the crime, something specific should be here. Think back, how did we deduce that the other crime scene was not the real one? There's no blood on the ground here either. Is it not possible that the victim was wearing a costume? Do you really think that Mr. Deacon was one of the kidnappers? I think we can reasonably assume that there is a very good chance that he was. That if he was shot while he was inside one of the stolen costumes, then Mr. Deacon's blood would be inside the costume instead of on the ground. Precisely. Now, if only we can prove that the victim was wearing a costume, we can just find some footprints. The problem is finding them since there doesn't seem to be any around. Footprints, huh? I wonder how we can go about finding some of those. Emma, about that method you were talking about for finding footprints. Finally, my expert knowledge of forensics is needed. Yes, well, can you detect and trace even partial footprints? Leave it to me. My cunning insect detection kit can find anything. Very well, if you could please analyze the footprints in this area. To witness the power of science at work. Would we see a lot of those? Look, right here. Oh, that's right. Here. These special glasses on, Mr. Edgeworth. Glasses? We conclude that the victim was definitely wearing a costume at the time. Update Little Thief simulation parameters and see what we get with this. So the victim was wearing a costume when he died. And with that, we should be one step closer to the truth, right? Something else has caught my attention. Your testimony, naturally. I'd like to hear it one more time, if you please. For that, we must first find the contradiction in her testimony. How do you know it was two men?
Objection!
Because if one of them was wearing a costume, how do you know it was two men? How do you know the gender of the two people involved, seeing as the victim was wearing a costume at the time? Furthermore, I have another matter I'd like to inquire about. I'd very much like to know why you failed to mention the costume in your testimony. That caught my attention first more. I began to doubt if you really witnessed the murder at all. From a seat in the second tier. You know, I was using the phrase in the metaphorical sense. Oh my god. They're in the stage's shadow. Alright, back to investigation. Maybe before the stage was broken apart. What occurred before the stage was broken down. Yep. Okay, well, that's clearly something interesting. New silhouette victim is in a costume. Change depending on the information. Oh, that explains the angle, the angle of the bullet wound. Okay. Yeah. There's clearly a contradiction here. It's the other way around. The killer was on the bottom part of the stage. Agent Lang, how nice of you to join us. I can't have you going around messing up my crime scenes. Agent Lang, we discovered that the real scene of the murder is here at the stadium. I see. Thanks. For what? I'm just trying to show you my appreciation for the time you saved me. Who knew that such a strange little toy could recreate a crime scene like that? Legal Thief is not a toy. You too. Sir? Troop Gramuair? Oh shit. Do we have references to the 4th game in here? What the fuck? To Apollo? Justice? Wait, do they have... Where would Troop Gramuair be, though? That's the stadium. Hmm. Even knowing the crime that took place here doesn't let him off the hook. This is the real scene of the crime. Obviously, Meekin's laying wait for the victim on top of the stage. The victim finally showed he shot him from on high. That's the truth the little recreation showed. How far we go to accuse Officer Meekins of the crime? He's the most likely suspect we've got, especially given the situation with the gun. There's a killer, reviews for recreation is the mark. A CC, thank you for recreation, my little cow Grogo. I'm gonna press that one thing. There are 2 situations, 2 things I could probably press.
Hold it!
That's a completely different reason.
Objection!
Gotcha, bitch. I'm terribly sorry, Agent Lang. I should have warned you that a recreation is incomplete. You cut in quite unexpectedly after all. What's that supposed to mean? You said that the victim was shot by the killer from up above, correct? Hate to break it to you, but that's not possible, huh? Why not? Recall Mr. Deacon's body, specifically where the gunshot wounds were located. Actually, I didn't get that good of a look. Oh, well then. The bullet entered Mr. Deacon in his abdominal region and exited his right shoulder. This is more consistent with an angled shot from beneath the victim. Then, yes, a recreation had the victim being shot at an angle from above. Clear contradiction. You're discounting your own conclusions? No, this one point is the only flaw. That was the mistaken parameter of a recreation was the killer and the victim's locations. Yes, the locations of the killer and the victim were wrong. I get it. I see what you're trying to say. I believe the killer and the victim were standing opposite to what we initially thought. It was the victim who was on top of the stage and as he was being shot by the killer. If this is what happened, it also explain the position of the gunshot wounds. But then what about the footprints? Those footprints don't lie. We could assume then that the killer also wore a costume. Okay, I'll try using that data instead. Judging by the fact that both the killer and the victim were wearing costumes, I'd say it was a killing between the two kidnappers. That would be the most natural conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Agent Lang? I said you take another good look at the tire marks over there. The 3 marks indicate the blue Badgermobile. That story, Officer Meekins told that shot in the wheels was just a lie. He drove the blue Badgermobile here and committed the murder. Then he used the car to move the body to the garage in the Wild Harvest area. Lieutenant Trent marks are very telling. However, is the blue Badgermobile the only one capable of creating such a pattern?
Hold it! Hold it! Objection!
3 of them? You can't simply ignore the pink and the purple badge.
Hold it!
You can't then, if you have no proof to say it's a lie, you can't just say it was a lie. Oh, we're back.
Hold it!
Yeah.
Hold it! Not so fast!
I'm about to be on it. Its body was in the garage, it's proof. Hmm.
Objection!
Hmm. Oh, hello. Hello, Gozulu. Thank you for the follow.
Hold it!
What is it?
Hold it! Objection! Not so fast! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Not so fast!
Is there some sort of problem with Link's statement in regard to that scene?
Objection! Objection!
Attempts have been left by Officer Mika's Blue Badger-mobile. Oh, the tire tracks. There's no mud on them. How did I think about that?
Take that!
I just car in the come upon the gag stage area and left the tire's tracks, and the lack of mud on these tires stands out as a very peculiar deed. Oh god, what about Miss Oldbag's pink Badger-mobile? Indeed, I believe we can rule her out as someone related to the crime. However, there's yet one more moving store I recall. The Proto Badger. One more parking space inside that garage and proves the existence of a Proto Badger-mobile. Agent Lang, I suggest you find this Proto Badger-mobile post-haste. There must be some sort of incriminating evidence in it. Use the room next to the one I was being held in. one was a woman. A woman? Of what this kid said just now. Consider it a gift. Now, are you going to get out of my crime scene, or am I going to have to lick it? Wow. God damn it, old bag, you fucking traitor. Passage of time is but a fleeting moment. We'll go. All right, we are stopping here for the night because I am tired. Oh boy, I would have fallen asleep like 30 minutes ago. I am tired. I may actually probably just stop without waiting today for once. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. Anyhow, thank you all for coming. I will be playing more. Oh, go back into here at least. I will be close out of that. I'll be playing some more Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind tomorrow. I will be doing a wildcard stream that will most likely end up being an art stream for once. I want to try doing art as a Twitch stream for once to see how that is. And then I'm off because I have a day to recoup. I have go down to Seiko to hang out with, and do stuff. A day for TwitchCon, a day to recover from TwitchCon. But anyway, thank you all for coming, and I will see you all tomorrow, 7 p.m. PST. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, bye.